I've had this Xtra Auto camera for 4 months now, and I'm going to share with you my best settings for most scenarios. Now, if you're a super tech savvy person, or if you've had a whole bunch of action cameras in the past, this video might not be for you. This is more of a beginner friendly video, and I just want to run through all the settings to hopefully make your life easier. And we're going to start off with two of the important ones: white balance and exposure. Now for this camera, since it's so tiny, you kind of want to be using this for a whole lot of POV shots, right? Like this. Or you want to be walking around and doing some kind of vlog shot like I'm doing right now, right? And when you're doing this, you're going to find yourself going in between different types of lighting situations. Like I was just in the shade, now I'm out in the sun, now I'm going back to the shade. You're just changing your lighting situations all the time because you're not using it like a talking head camera, which you shouldn't be. Now, what's important is to use a setting auto white balance. I like to keep it on auto white balance for that reason, because if you want to be shooting in manual, that's cool. But if you want a continuous shot and you want to go between like that lighting situation out there while it's out in the sun versus in the shade, you're going to have to stop the clip, change your manual lighting setting, and then shoot again. I don't like to do that because it's not convenient for me. Now, right alongside your auto white balance, you want to be looking at your exposure settings. Look at that. Guess the dude's eating. But you want to be looking at your exposure settings, and for me, I like to have my EV meter at -0.3 or -0.7. Now, the reason why for that is because, can you see that back there? Dude is just chomping. Sorry about that. I have to move her a little bit because I got distracted there. But the reason why I like having my EV meter at usually -0.3 is because I don't like having blown out skies. If it's at 0 or even positive, these skies are just going to be blown out and it's going to be hard to see. So the stabilization mode that I like to use the most is Motion Master. Now this one I like because it's pretty much good for anything. If you're walking, vlogging, to me, it should be your default mode for the run and gun type. And that's kind of how you should be using this camera. You really should be using it to pick up and go, just get up and go on the daily. And you can see it right now. I'm using it right now, but if you want to see some stabilization tests, I do have another video where I do go over it a little bit more. I think it should be your default, but tilt guard is another option that you have. With tilt guard, to me, it just looks a little weird because your movement kind of looks like you're floating. And I get that for certain situations, it could be helpful, but in general, I don't think your footage actually looks that good. Now, when you're trying to determine whether you should be shooting in normal or in X-Log, honestly, this is kind of gonna depend on how much work do you want to do after you shoot. In my opinion, best thing to do is shoot in normal. The reason why is because I actually think the normal mode is actually pretty good, and it's a lot faster if you want to start posting clips after, and it makes the editing process, I wouldn't say so much easier, but it does make it easier and quicker. To be honest, for me, when I shoot an X-Log, it's because I want it to match other footage, and so it gives me a little bit more flexibility in terms of color grading. But if you're not really worried about that, honestly, I think you should just be shooting in normal mode. Now, the next one, I know some people just kind of skip over, but dude, pay attention to your texture and your noise reduction. For me, I like to have my texture at -2 and noise reduction at -1. I like it because, at least to my eye, it helps me see the footage kind of, like I said earlier, true to life. I like to have my footage true to life if possible. That way, when I look back on my memories, I could really remember what things were like as I saw it. So this next one is actually super important, especially if you're someone that wants to post to social media, or even if you want to be posting to YouTube, right? And that's turning your bitrate setting to high. Now, yeah, it's gonna suck in the sense that it's gonna take up a lot more data for the same time of a clip, but honestly, it's gonna be so worth it. I mean, it's really the difference between shooting on a phone versus shooting on an actual dedicated camera, right? As far as resolution and frame rate goes, my favorite thing to shoot at is 4K 16:9. And to be honest with you, because I post to multiple places, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, I like shooting at 30 frames per second. Now, if you want to try to get the more cinematic look, shoot at 24 frames per second. The thing is, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get super cinematic looks without having ND filters. And at this time, Xtra doesn't have ND filters for this camera. Xtra, if you hear me, will you be getting those? Please, please get them. So I'm sure you noticed by now, this whole time I've been shooting with this DJI Mic Mini. I like the Arctic White one just because it matches this Atto, but it is my favorite mic to use. But one thing you should be aware about are the mic settings. If you are going to connect a wireless mic, in my opinion, at least with this one and the DJI Mic 2, what you need to do is you got to turn the gain down a little bit because, yeah, I found myself clipping when I didn't turn the gain down. I typically put the gain at -2, all the way up to -4 at times. It's a little breezy right now, and I kind of forgot, well, I did forget the little wind filter. So hopefully I'm sounding all right. But aside from the gain, I also have the noise reduction set to high, and I also have the setting for stereo. If you want to do mono, that's cool, but I like stereo just because it kind of gives you a little bit of left and right balance. And if you hear something to your left, you'll see that on the video. I don't even know. Can you guys hear that? Those birds were just flying all over the place. Super loud to me, but I don't know, this mic, I actually don't remember if I put noise reduction on or not, so you may not have heard it. So those are my favorite settings for my daily use. That covers most situations. Hope that helped you out. If you want to see more on the Xtra Atto, I did some testing and I have done some other videos on it, and I'll link them down below. So let me know if you got any questions, drop them down. I'll get to them. Peace. What's up?